Founded in 2001 by Her Excellency Mrs. Jeannette Kagame, the First Lady of the Republic of Rwanda, the foundation has worked on a number of programs that have engaged, educated, and empowered communities in Rwanda.
The idea behind Imbuto Foundation, once again, as it was envisioned by Her Excellency the First Lady, was to support the entire life cycle. So at Imbuto, we do implement a holistic model that starts from conception up to adulthood to make sure that whatever stage you might be in your life, there is a program that responds to the different needs that you may have through Imbuto Foundation. Again, working very closely with the government of Rwanda, working closely with development partners, the civil society, private individuals, private sector. Again, keeping at the heart of every single intervention, how is the Rwandan family doing? How are young people doing?
Imbuto began its journey as the PACFA, Protection and Care of Families Against HIV/AIDS program, aiming at providing opportunities to ensure dignified lives for Rwandans by promoting, protecting, and caring for families living with HIV/AIDS, particularly children, youth, and women.
2 decades of progress in youth empowerment, education, and health certainly call for festivity. The journey was not always sunny. In fact, it began amidst a storm. And yet, we are here today with the sun back in our hearts, as a light within that will keep guiding us along the way ahead. When I think of Imbuto in earlier PACFA coming to life, I see the fulfilling of a moral obligation.
En 2001, par l'initiative de la première dame de la République du Rwanda, les personnes vivant avec le VIH au Rwanda ont bénéficié des différents programmes initiés par le bureau de la première dame de la République du Rwanda. Excellence, Madame la première dame du Rwanda, les personnes vivant avec le VIH au Rwanda n'oublieront jamais, jamais votre contribution pour leur vie.
What we are celebrating here today is not a feat of charity, but rather the fulfilling of a duty. The mission that drove Imbuto from the very beginning and birth PACFA 20 years ago was not glory, it was responsibility. Un proverbe africain dit que celui qui a planté un arbre n'a pas vécu inutilement. Et pour nous citoyens d'un pays qui s'est battu pour sa continuité au prix de la vie d'innombrables compatriotes braves et engagés, vivre inutilement ne pourrait être une option, ni un choix digne.
And when I saw this performance, I think I found the secret source, the fountain of youth. I think it's the courage, it's the love, it's the hope, it's the confidence, it's the dignity, it's the values of the Imbuto Foundation that are personified in the person of Mrs. Kagame, who's a dear friend, but is also a person I often struggle to understand. Because she often seems to me as if it's two different people in one. She can be so warm, but can also be so very strict in her way. She can be so warm, but very clear about where her limits end. She can be funny, but stern at the same time. And it's all of that I see in what we do in the Imbuto Foundation, which resonates with me. She's also a mentor. And these are the many personalities. She's a mentor, she's a mother, she's a sister. It just depends on the day and what she has to do. So many of us look up to her. So she's not, please don't own her as a Rwandan leader. She belongs to all of us as a leader on the continent and as a leader in the world.
Inspired by Imbuto Foundation philosophy, I always think about Imbuto, the seed. When it is planted, it grows its roots. Once those roots take hold in the ground, a small plant starts to emerge and eventually breaks through the soil. Then we say the seed has sprouted. Scientists call this process germination. I try to be a scientist this evening. In general practice, it's very common for some seeds to germinate, while others get rotten or they die before they break the soil. Others are picked by the birds and eaten. Others get stunted and they bear no fruits. This is because they lack support. They lack no ecosystem that can support them. However, and contrarily, I want to testify this evening that I have never seen any Imbuto rotten from Imbuto Foundation. I've never seen them picked up by the birds. I still bear witness that they have 100-fold fruits. It's not obvious. It's not by coincidence. It's Imbuto Foundation that nurtures, that nourishes, and Imbuto Foundation cares.
The UN in Rwanda, UNFPA, UNDP, UN Women, UN AIDS, and UN Women have been partnering with your foundation for the long-lasting dating back to 2001. We have been working together in empowering children, men and boys and girls, in making sure that youth has opportunities in fighting HIV/AIDS and building systems and institutions, early childhood development. But even though I recognize that many victories have been achieved, we still know that there is more to be done. Some still are excluded and are waiting for helping hand or to be supported to stand up.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have before you the 2021 Sirgwa awardees and the Youth Connect champions. Let's give them a round of applause. I will now invite protocol to help us bring them all together for a group picture.
Ubwo twakoraga ibikorwa bitandukanye nk'urubyiruko ntabwo twari tuzi ko bishobora kuzageraho bitangirwa igihembo. Twabikoraga dukunze igihugu cyacu, twabikoraga dutanga amaboko ku Rwanda rwatwibarutse. Ariko muravuga ngo reka tubashimire. Ubusanzwe twabikoraga tugira ngo twishyure umwenda, none mutubitse mu ndi umwenda tugiye kuzishyura indi myaka 20 iri imbere. Turabizeza ko tutazabatenguha, ntabwo tuzatererana u Rwanda, kubera ko aho tuvoma ni heza, tuvoma kuri nyakubahwa Perezida Paul Kagame, Perezida wa Repubulika y'u Rwanda, mu mpanuro nziza duhe.
Fitting 20 years into one evening is not an easy task. Where simple words may fail to express emotions, ambitions, dreams, aspirations, and hardships, art happens to prevail. The next part of our program is a play titled Arborescence.
Arbore quoi? What did you say?
Arborescence, Clément.
C'est de la botanique, ça? Parce que ça sonne comme la biologie ou de la biophysique.
Toi aussi,
Ça
Clément.
sonne comme inflorescence ou immunofluorescence. Ça signifie quoi, arborescence?
Tu mélanges un peu trop. Je t'invite à suivre la pièce et tu auras ta réponse.
Bonne idée.
Ladies and
Niba hari
gentlemen,
undi waba afite ikibazo cy'ubusobanuro nkanjye, reka dukurikire umukino. Arborescence.
enjoy.
Good evening. Niriwe. Jambo. We are gathered here to expand upon the algorithm. Shall we name it? To simplify for the audience. They seem a bit lost. If what? If is the name. Today, in the year 2040, in this world where we once had H5N1, H1N1, HIV, COVID-19, and such names. Why, if? We are the leaves of new dawn. We are tomorrow. We create a new season. We are the hills. We are the deep oceans. We are the seas. We are the souls of children. We are the breeze. We are the wine and the wind. We are the smile. We are the sound down the hill. We are the change. We are the leaves of new dawn. We are tomorrow. We create a new season. We are the hills. We are the deep oceans. We are the seas. We are the pools of children. We are the breeze. We are the wine and the wind. We are the smile. We are the sound down the hill.
Words might not do justice to my elation in celebrating these 20 years with you, but I will try. This verse by the late Maya Angelou. We need joy as we need air. We need love as we need water. We need each other as we need the earth we share. Esteemed guests, I invite you to share my joy tonight. Batumirwa bahire, mbifurije gukomeza kugira umugoroba mwiza. Demain, nous construirons et ce soir, nous dansons. Let's celebrate tonight.